Good morning. How's everybody doing today? How was your month of May? Explosive, right? The energies, I tell ya. You see the news? I mean, it's all over. Everybody, if all your stuff is coming up, you can call it baggage, you can call it demons, you can call it, I don't care what you want to call it. But the energies are pushing you to bring all your baggage and everything up, and you have to let it go. And if you're not letting it go, then you're getting explosive. Don't mind my hair. I washed it. It's all frizzy. So if you're wondering why, whatever. You know, I don't care how I look. I love you guys. We have to love ourselves. This is where we're trying to get to. And what I'm seeing and what I saw in the month of May from some of my family members and other people is that we don't even like ourselves. Never mind love ourselves. Why? Why don't you like yourself? Who cares what you did in the past? Stop judging. Stop judging yourself. I could have done this. I could have done that. I could have done it better. You wrote your whole book before you came. Does anybody watch Supernatural? Hello? Like I said, movies imitate life. You wrote your whole story. So you wrote all these struggles. You wrote everything before you came. And this is to get where you are right now so that you can wake up and be super happy. We're blessed. Stop judging yourself. Who cares about the past? Who cares what you did? Who cares what your brother, mama, sister, father? I know they were shitty, or you think they're shitty. Sometimes your perception is just wrong. Because we're too busy assuming. That's the other thing I want to talk about. Assumptions. Stop assuming. We all think we know things. No, you just see something here and you see something there, or you hear something or whatever. Assumptions in relationships every day, day after day after day. Well, I just thought that you da-da-da-da-da, so that's why I did this. Stop thinking that people are doing certain things. Talk to people. Stop making assumptions. That's why we have the chaos. People are making assumptions and they're judging. Don't throw stones at a glass house. You can't talk about nobody else if you're not perfect. We are trying to forgive ourselves for all the bullshit. We are trying to forgive everybody else for all the bullshit. We're not judging and making new drama for ourselves. We're adults, right? So if we have a problem, we come to that person and talk to that person about the problems, right? We don't judge them. If you have a problem with someone, we don't assume that this is going on. If you have a problem with someone, you go to that person, correct? This is why we create our own chaos. This is why we are miserable inside of ourselves. We don't like ourselves, let alone love ourselves. So if we're making assumptions, we're making not optimistic assumptions. We're always making pessimistic assumptions. Well, so-and-so does this because they don't like me. No, not necessarily true. Everybody needs to start looking at themselves and stop blaming other people and look deep inside. Yes, we blame other people because we don't want to blame ourselves, of course, but we still blame ourselves. So it doesn't matter. Stop judging other people. Stop making assumptions. Because all you're doing is keeping yourself angry and hurt. I know. I've done it all my life. We've talked about this before. Had to have attention from other people. Had to have a man in my life so I would be happy. No! It's hard. I know. 54 years. I know. I wouldn't be where I am today, and I still got a long ways to go, and I wouldn't be where I am if I wasn't working really hard every day for almost 3 years now. And yeah, you can say it's shitty that I don't work, but guess what? I'm learning about me. I'm learning about others. I have learned to stop judging. Well, I'm learning to stop judging. I'm trying to not assume. And I'm trying to let go of all of my past. And that means all. Anything that anybody ever did to me. Why wouldn't I let go of that? Most people don't do shit on purpose, right? Everybody does the best with what they can in that moment. So therefore, people are not trying to hurt you. Nobody was trying to hurt me on purpose. They were just doing what they needed for themselves in that moment. We're all kids. We're all like children. I don't care if you're 5 or 55. We're still learning about ourselves, right? Let go of the past. I know it's hard. Like I said, 3 years. 6 or 8 hours a day. Tones and meditations. Videos about what's coming and whatever. Affirmations. I mean, whatever. 3 years of working on myself, 6 to 8 hours a day. It's my job to work on myself. So if you're not working, there is no excuse for you to not be doing these things. If you want to feel better, then get the fuck up and feel better. Stop being depressed. Stop saying you're sore. Stop saying you can't do it. Stop saying you're old. Come on. Look at me. I know it's been 3 years, but I'm fixing myself. There's a lot of problems inside my body that were worse 3 years ago than they are now. My body is fixing itself because I concentrate. You can call it fantasize or whatever. I'm manifesting myself to be young again. My knees are so much better. I've been noticing that in the last couple of weeks, I've been telling everybody I feel back to 40 in my knees. This is working. There is no excuse. 1 hour a day of meditation or tones or whatever, no, that's not enough. I mean, if you don't have a lot of baggage, yes, that's enough. But now it's time to step it up because these energies, April, May, June, man, chaotic. We have to stay calm and love ourselves, but you first got to start liking yourself, so let go. Let go of the shit that happened to you. Let go of the shit you did to yourself. Let go of the situations that you put yourself in. Let go of not saying no or whatever it was in that moment. Let go. We all we're not the same person. It's depressing. It's hard. It sucks. But if you start letting go and you start having a better mentality and you start being more optimistic. I mean, every time you have an ailment, a headache or whatever, you get on Google and now you got freaking a brain tumor. Stay off of Google. I don't know when this is going to die. Sometimes it does it at 10 minutes. So this is not what I was going to talk about, but it's been a chaotic month, everybody. Love yourself. I mean, you've got to start and figure out what you need to do for you. The chakra balancing and the tones will help you just start if you don't know how to meditate. It's not just about getting in a meditative state. The chakra balancing will help you release your baggage. You turn that shit on for 8 hours a day, it will release baggage and you ain't got to do shit else. You do need to do more, but I'm just saying. I'm going to stop this video and make another video because it might stop on me. I don't even know what I'm going to entitle this. I suppose it'll tell me. Well, maybe I can't finish. Okay. Everybody just needs to work harder. Okay. That's all I'm saying. If you're really, really miserable, then you just need to work harder. And I know that because I know that in myself. If I'm super depressed or I'm screaming or I'm yelling or I want to punch people, then I know that I need to work harder on myself because I have stuff that I'm not releasing in myself. And it always goes back to the same thing, that I don't truly love myself. Doesn't have anything to do with anybody else. All the things that I feel, it's all about me. Do I get angry at other people? Yeah, because they touch into those feelings and those insecurities and, me not liking myself and whatever. But it really doesn't have anything to do with anybody else. We create our own reality. You're making yourself miserable. And then you're not seeing the coin on the other side. When everybody's in their own shit, they don't see the coin on the other side. They can see the coin on the other side if it's someone else. I mean, how many friends and family do you have that, you'll be talking about something, they'll be like, yeah, somebody shouldn't be like that, and somebody shouldn't do that. No, they should have never done that, and they shouldn't act like that. But then they turn around and do it a week or 6 weeks or a year later, do the same damn thing. Stop and take a look at yourself. You're doing the same shit that you said that other people shouldn't be doing. Stop blaming others. Gosh, I gotta quit saying this. This is not a very positive video. I'm sorry. But this is just tough love today, you guys, because I see all the chaos. Everybody is just not doing well, including me. I mean, I had some shit too, so don't think it's just everybody else. I've had 2 major arguments with 2 family members in the last week. The first one was explosive. The second one wasn't great, but I stayed calm. I mean, I up and down, but then I finally got back into my spirituality. I was like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not arguing with people. People are not going to disrespect me. I'm not having it. I don't treat other people like that. I do everything that I can for others. That's probably why it's like this video. I'm sorry. But I'm sure you guys are doing this too. It's all, the news is doing, it's crazy. You guys, work harder. I know it's hard to meditate if you have kids, but they go to sleep. And they sleep in. And yeah, you might want some time to yourself to just sit and chill, but maybe you need to be meditating instead when you have your free time. Do you need counseling? Everybody needs counseling. Get some counseling. We got to start fixing ourselves so we can fix this world. I'm tired of being unhappy, aren't you? And now that you realize you're not unhappy because of other people, you're unhappy because of you. You can go through as many relationships as you want and as many women and men and whatever as you want. You're never going to find the perfect one. It's not going to happen because you're not perfect for yourself. Are you always looking for something to make you happy? Oh, I got to go on a trip. Oh, I got to go camping. Oh, I got to buy this for myself. Oh, let me go get some ice cream. Are you that person? Because I know some people like that. I can't talk to them. I can't tell them. Because talking to them is like, you walk around on eggshells with them. So you can't tell them, and whatever, it's their own business. They'll figure it out. And if they don't figure it out, it's not my business. I'm not in control of people anymore. I can't make anybody be the way I want. I had way too many expectations for people. That's the other thing. We have very high expectations for others, don't we? Especially if we're good people, right? We expect them to be like us. No, people aren't like us. Sometimes we're just good people. And sometimes other people are good in other ways. right? Like, nobody's the same. Quit having expectations of others. That's another one. Expectations. Too many expectations of other people. Turn it around and look at yourself. Why are you expecting all these other things out of others? Because you don't love yourself. It all comes back to it. I don't care. So everybody, the month of June, if you're still feeling messed up and depressed and, whatever, then dig down deep. If you're a person that meditates all the time, if you're always doing guided meditations, don't do a guided meditation. If you're always listening to music and drums and people singing and whatever all the time, then don't do that. Get into silence. If you want to listen to some tone, just a tone, flat tone, chakra balancing tones, 528 is really good. Put on a 528. If you're feeling negative, put on a 417 for negativity. If you're in pain, I think it's a 174 or 741, but I think a 741 is for like colds and flus and toxins and things like that or whatever. But anyway, they've got a 9 solfeggio, just a straight tone, whatever. That's what I do. But I sit in silence. There's another one, a storm, that I listen to. You hear the most in your inner self if you sit in silence and dig down deep. And go into those situations that have happened in the past and find out why you don't love yourself. And forgive that person for that situation and forgive yourself for that situation. Stop hanging on to it. Don't hold any more judgments. I mean, for some reason in my meditations, I always seem to end up back in the house I was in when I was 5 to 8 or something like that. 6 to 8, I don't know, 6 to 9, 6 to 10. Whatever. But I had to go back in and just start talking to my other me's. The 13-year-old me, the 5-year-old me, the 30-year-old me, the 40-year-old me, the divorces me, the situations, the men, the friends, the everything. And just really having conversations with yourself, inside yourself. What do you need to let go of? Because if you're feeling depressed, then you haven't let go of enough. And if you think you've worked it through, you haven't. You can say you worked through your insecurities and you haven't. If we're still explosive, you haven't. I haven't. I'm not done. Will we ever be done? No. I just want to get into the 4D and never be pulled back down into the 3. I don't want to ever argue ever again. I don't want to be angry ever again. It's going to happen. But once you get into the 4, then hopefully not so much. And then I'm on the way to the 5, right? And if I get in the 5, none of that shit's going to happen. I'm tired too. I'm with you. But I'm working hard. Are you? Are you really? Because you think you meditate 1 hour a day? No, you're not. That's not enough. Are you watching the news and all the dumb shit still in the world? Well, that's not working very hard, is it? Because now you're watching all the negativity. If you're sitting home every day, you should be listening to tones and meditations and sitting outside. You should not be watching any news or anything negative ever. And especially first thing in the morning. You're watching negativity first thing in the morning, the news? Well, it depends on who you are, right? If it doesn't affect you and you don't care what's going on in the world, then who cares? I have some family like that. Whatever, not a big deal, But if it affects you, why are you turning it on first thing in the morning? Who cares what's going on in the world? What's going to be the difference between whether you hear it in the morning or when you get off work at night? Right? Everybody needs to be more optimistic. Everybody needs to love each other. Everybody needs to love themselves. I don't care what anybody's done to you. You think I haven't had shit? Raped by 4 or more of my best friends when I was 14? Come on. Not best friends. Just people I trusted, you know? Some of them I grew up with. Some of them I'd known a couple years. People you trust. But why hang on to it? Who does that hurt? Me. And why did they do it? They didn't think that's what was going on at the time. I mean, it wasn't like that, you know? People don't think before they act. People don't, it sucks. We all do bad shit. All of us. I don't care who you are. You have to forgive. Oh, I'll never forget. Why are you hanging on to it? Forget it. Why do we hang on to all the bad stuff and just remember all the bad shit? No, fucking forget it. Who cares? And do what I do. Draw a heart around them. Remember the good times with the people that do bad things to you. Draw a heart around them. Remember the good times with these people. What can you say that's optimistic about them? What's the good stuff? Whatever they've done for you. There's good stuff. I don't care. You're just not remembering because you always concentrate on the bad. Why do we do this? Why? Because we don't love ourselves. I don't know how many times I have to say this. You might be cocky and you might think you love yourself, but deep down you don't. I don't care what you say. If you react and you let your emotions control you, you do not love yourself. How many times do I have to say this? Work on it. Work harder. Don't make excuses. It's like exercising. Just do it. Do I do it real hard every day? No. Ups and downs and ups and downs. I'm not freaking perfect. Nowhere close to it. I'm not. No. I can just only tell you what I'm going through and what I've been through and what I see and what I channel and what my inner self tells me. Channeling, whatever. You can call it whatever you want. I'm letting my inner self take the wheel. And let me tell you what, when your inner self makes all the decisions, whoo, you say Jesus take the wheel, it's the same damn thing. Let your inner self fucking drive. Stop being reactive. Stop and think before you speak. Does that even make any sense? Half of the shit that we have in our minds that upset us and make us upset and keep us depressed, does it even make any sense? No, it's the fucking monkey mind. It's time for a beautiful world, guys. I'm telling you. So if you didn't release a big chunk of your shit in May, you need to do it for June because July is going to be explosive. The energies. April, May, June. Yeah, they were ramping you up to let go of your stuff and whatever, but July is going to give you a huge just... So if you haven't done a lot before July, it's not going to be good. But do it because July is going to be beautiful. Vacation time. Beautiful. And by August, who knows? You could be rich. If you really change your perception of things, why couldn't you be a millionaire by August? $3 in my bank today, 15 million in my bank in August. Why not? Not if I don't let go. I don't care who you are. You might get a little bit here and there, but you're not going to have your great abundance. It's not going to happen. Dig deep. Dig deep, guys. Dig deep. That wasn't really what I was going to talk about today, but it's just been. Okay, so how did we do on being healthier? That was really part of it. Did we get healthier? Did you listen to tones more? Did you meditate more? Did you go to counseling? Did you pray every day? What did you do to make your month of May better for you? You know? What did I do? 3 inches off the top of my stomach, not the big fat fucking belly below. But that's since March, because I haven't done the measuring tape since March. So, whatever. 5 pounds for the week. Really didn't lose the 5 pounds in the last week. That's what I'm trying to say. The more we let go, I'm telling you, the more baggage you let go, the more weight you'll lose. It just is. I don't care. I don't care about the doctors. I don't care about the science. I don't care. But if you start letting go of the baggage inside of your mind, then you will start letting go of the fat that's on your body. I'm just telling you. I've just seen it in people, and I've seen it in me, and I know it, and it's just crazy. I can't let go enough to really, whatever. So we do the other things, the other things to help, the essential oils and the tea and so this last week I started, honey in the morning, lemon in my tea. Warm honey is supposed to help you lose weight. Cold honey is supposed to make you gain weight. I don't know. That's what they say. But like I said, I feel better. My knees, they're feeling back to 40. But I have so many things in my mind all the time. I've got probably 20 manifestations running monthly. And I concentrate on some of them every day, and I concentrate on some of them weekly, some of them monthly. I mean, the monthly part is my health and my knees, and just thinking in my mind that everything's just going to be better. The other, the daily, other day or whatever is my land. But every single day and every single minute, my real manifestation is just to wake up to Christ consciousness. That's all day, every day. And I concentrate on that all day, every day. It's whatever. It's easy. If you every situation that you have, if you take spirituality and put it in there, it will help you figure out the situation. You don't just have to meditate, you just have to think spiritual. If you're in the middle of an argument and someone says, hey, let's sit down and listen to some tones and let's do some meditation, and you're spiritual enough, then you should want to sit down and do that, shouldn't you? Because you're spiritual. You don't need to argue. Practice what you've learned. You gotta practice. So yeah, I hope everybody's doing well and getting healthier mentally, physically. Like I said, we're going on vacation in July, so June, trying to lose a little more weight, but I don't really care about the weight so much as I just feel like in my mind, if I weigh less, I feel better. So for me, it's not so much about not liking the way I look, even though I don't totally like all the way I look. Because I don't like when I look fatter. Does that make sense? But I'm learning to love myself. So now it's not about the way I look. It's more about just being healthy, even though, I still have the insecurities and I'm not there. It's going to take some time. I still don't really like the way I look, but I'm doing better. I've always kind of thought my face was cute, but when it's fatter, you got the, then you got the big gut. So I'm with you. I'm with all you guys on all of this. But don't do any of these crazy diets like the Atkins diet and just eat meat all the time. Yeah, you're going to lose a lot of weight, but Atkins died from his own damn diet. So, like I said, if you need to do this and you want to feel better, that is totally awesome. But at some point you need to get off of it and just do the healthy stuff. And like I said, fruits and vegetables, we're trying to get there. It's hard. It's been hard for me. I just want a freaking house. I don't want to be in an apartment. I just want my own stuff back, and I want my life back normal, and I can just work harder. But whatever. I'm doing it. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing okay. It's been chaotic. I love you all. And hang in there. I hang in there. It's been difficult. I understand. I love you. I love you all. I don't know what else to say. Just try to be as peaceful and calm as you can. and get it all out. Just get it out. You deserve it.